Now, Jasmine thinks the idea is a little bit crazy to have children right away. And because of that, she's on birth control. But Gino does not know this. Ooh. Hey my beautiful peeps, my name is Char and welcome to Char TV. In today's video, I'll be doing a detailed recap on episode 2 of 90 Day Fiance before the 90 days, and it's called Catching Flights and Feelings. I'll be starting with Caleb and Alina. Caleb has gone to visit his parents. Now his parents do not know about Alina. He avoids telling his parents, too much about his relationships because he grew up in a very Christian and religious home. And they believe that when you date somebody, you're expected to marry them. Not only that, there's also no sex before marriage. So he hopes that they will be supportive when he tells them that he plans on visiting Alina. Caleb then proceeds to tell his parents that he's going to Turkey to visit Alina. And he fills them in on how they've known each other for a long time. She lives in Russia. She likes to sing, all of that. He also tells them that she's a little person.
So she's a little person, but how tall is she really?
Yeah, she's probably just around 3 feet.
How does she get around? Does she need crutches or a wheelchair, or what's she use?
She'll roll around in a wheelchair a lot. She can walk, but she gets tired really easily.
His parents are really shocked that he's seeing somebody, but not only that, Alina lives in another country and she's a little person. It's a lot to take in. And his father has some concerns because he thinks, okay, well, what if it goes a bit further and they get married and have children? Will the children be just like Alina? Caleb thinks that's way ahead, but his mother is like, well, that's something to think about. Caleb feels that his parents' concerns are valid, and there are a lot of obstacles that he hasn't thought about, which may be real issues down the road, and in some ways are scary. But he's hoping that the bond that him and Alina have are strong enough that they can tackle any obstacle that may arise. Today, Alina and Elijah are flying out to Turkey, and Elijah's just helping Alina pick out clothes so that she can knock Caleb's socks off. But Elijah does have some reservations.
I've known Alina for 6 years already. She's one of a kind. She's a fierce bitch. I know about Caleb a little. He seems to be a pretty good guy, but you never know. So I think it will be a great thing for me to be with her, to help her if this relationship will not work out. В любом случае, несмотря на то, как она пройдет, я буду с тобой.
He's such a good friend. Today is also the day that Caleb is flying to Turkey. He's packing his protein shakes, his tarot cards, and he's packed a box of protection because he's there for 2 weeks and you never know what's gonna happen, so it's best to be safe. But he doesn't want to force things and wants to see if things are organic. Caleb is a pretty sexually open person, so he's excited and a little bit anxious because to him, a lot of things you take for granted in regular size sex are maybe off the table with a little person. So he doesn't know what to expect. Now it will be different, but their connection is so deep that he won't think her size will matter. Alina and Elijah arrive in Turkey and meet Maria, and Maria is Alina's one of her university friends. Maria is going to take them to the hotel. Now, Alina tells Maria that she's going to be staying in the same room as Caleb, and Maria is kind of shocked by this. And Alina worries because, how is she gonna be able to do her business when Caleb is around? Business. She's gonna be a little bit shy to do that. Alina is checking into the hotel room that Caleb so kindly had booked for them. But she's told that her room is on the 2nd floor and there are no elevators in this hotel.
And again, upstairs. It's not even a 2nd floor, it's 2.5.
Maybe he'll have to carry me sometimes. It's gonna be hella workout of going up and down on these stairs.
Oh, wow.
It's really like an
Oh, wow.
apartment.
Thank you so much.
The room is not accessible for Alina. The bed is high, the toilet is high. She's also not a fan of the decor. She's also upset with Caleb for booking this hotel, and it makes her feel that, he doesn't understand her abilities. So she does feel nervous in meeting him the next day. Now, it's a good thing that Elijah is there so that he can help her until she meets Caleb. Today is the day that Alina is meeting Caleb. Now, although Alina is happy that Elijah is there, she does want for the first meeting at the airport just to be between herself and Caleb. So she has decided to have Elijah come with her for the ride because it is far and she's feeling, uneasy. And then when they arrive at the airport, Elijah can skedaddle and she'll be on her own. Elijah is disappointed because it was kind of like his duty to make sure that Alina is okay, and now he's not going to be with her when she meets Caleb. Now, he said if Caleb tries to come for his girl, he's gonna whip his ass. I like Elijah, he seems really funny. But that's pretty much all with Caleb and Alina. I can't wait to see his reaction, his true reaction when they finally meet. Now on to Kim and Usman, aka Soldier Boy. Today is the day that Kim is flying out to Tanzania to see Usman. She's having a bit of a meltdown though because she's leaving her mother behind. And as you know, she's her mother's primary caregiver. But they have put things in place to ensure that her mom's gonna be okay. But still, Kim is feeling bad for leaving her mom behind. Her mother just wants Kim to just go and enjoy herself and reassures her that she's gonna be okay. Kim arrives at the airport. Now, if she goes to Tanzania and it's not in the universe plan for things to work out between her and Usman, she is going to be crushed. But she feels like when she sees him in person, everything's going to be great. Usman is 32 years old, he lives in Nigeria, and he's an international superstar. I don't know how international superstar he is because I never heard of him. Have you? He's a singer, and for the past 10 years, he's been working non-stop. And now he can proudly say that his career is good, but he's still not at the top, but is working hard to get there. His ultimate goal is to have concerts worldwide. He'd love to be a bigger celebrity in the States, kind of on the level like, Michael Jackson, Chris Brown, or Jay-Z. Hey, you're pushing it with those names. But hey, you can try, but he believes it and it will happen. Usman won't let anything get in the way of his success. And that's part of why he is now divorced.
2 years ago, I met my ex-wife online. She's like 20 years older than me, and she was American. But her controlling nature affected my career. Things start falling apart, and then we get divorced because we are not happy together. And now I am single, but maybe not for long.
He's been talking to an amazing woman by the name of Kimberly. Started out as, just being a fan online, and then it developed into something more special. Usman is not in love with her just yet, but he does love her personality, her kindness, and her loyalty. Now, because of what happened with his ex-wife, he doesn't want to have a relationship with her until he sees her in person. It's a good call. So for now, she's his potential. And that's one of the reasons why he invited her to his video shoot, to see if, maybe they can make things official. Usman meets up with his friends, which are part of his music team, because, they want to talk business about the music video. Now they go over the events of what's to take place while they're in Tanzania, and he mentions Kim. T-Slam, which is Usman's assistant, doesn't think that it's necessary for Kim to be around. He wants him to focus on his music. And Badmus, which is his manager, feels like, after the shoot, then he can go and see Kim. But he should be focused on business.
Why don't you guys, why can't you trust me?
All right. She's as old as your ex-wife and she's American again, bro.
Kimberly coming to Tanzania to meet up with Usman is not going to be a good thing. Soulja Boy is a celebrity and a lot of people are going to be expecting him to move with a younger person a model-like person, not in the 50s.
His friends just don't want the same thing that happened with Lisa to happen all over again because it affected his career. Usman said they're totally different people in character and behavior. Kim is going to be supportive and submissive and not control his career. Badmus kind of ratted out Usman because while they're in the studio, they're looking at some clothes that he might wear for the video. Usman took a picture and the first person that he sent it to was Kim. He didn't even send it to his friend. Now Slam T had to stir the pot just a little bit and said, "Did you send it to Zara?" Now hold on a minute, Zara? Is that not what the song is called? So it's about, oh. Usman said he doesn't talk to Zara anymore.
Zara is another person I talk to online. She is from America and I wrote the song that I'm shooting the music video for her. I truly fall in love with that lady, but she could not handle my female fans following and commenting on my posts, so we stopped talking. You know, it wasn't easy for me because I have feelings for her, but I have to move on.
Now this is gonna be the last time that he writes a song about a girl because whenever he does, it doesn't work out. His friends are like, bro, you can't promote a song about one female, Zara, and then bring another female to the shoot, which is Kim. Usman says, well, you don't understand how supportive she is. But the same token, he does understand their concerns. That's pretty much all for Kim and Soulja Boy. It's gonna be really interesting from the previews that I've seen when she's on set. On to the next couple, Gino and Jasmine. Jasmine is 34 years old and lives in Panama. She believes that she intimidates most guys because she's hot, she's beautiful, and she's intelligent. But she is more than just a hot body. She loves to read, and that's her passion. This is why she's an American literature teacher. She's also a mother of 2 sons. Her eldest lives with her ex-husband, and her youngest lives with her. Now, her youngest has a special condition, so during lockdown, he was quite uncomfortable in the city. Jasmine and her mother decided that the son should live with the grandmother out in the countryside. But this is just a temporary arrangement. Things have been difficult for Jasmine, and meeting Gino was like her therapy. She's never been with somebody from the United States, and she was just getting tired of men just wanting to be with her for one night. So Gino is different because he's wanting love.
We're very different. I'm super extrovert, he's introvert. I eat healthy, he eats junk food a lot. He has no sense of passion at all. I have never seen him without his stupid hat. I don't know how his head is, but I still love him.
Gino has rented a suite because Jasmine has a roommate and they want some privacy. They have some kind of lingo that they call baby talk. So they'll say, "Who's my little baby?" And the other person will be like, "Me." Oh my god, I feel like that's gonna be so annoying. Jasmine is excited to hug Gino and smell him. Well, hey, they have that in common because he can't wait to do the same. She even fantasized about doing the wild thing with Gino. So I guess those blue pills are gonna come in handy. Jasmine's good friend, Grizel, has arrived and she's gonna help her decorate the suite for Gino. That is really sweet. She's been friends with Jasmine for 10 years, so she knows everything that Jasmine has gone through. And she's concerned because she doesn't know if Jasmine knows the real Gino. I think all of these couples' friends are concerned. Grizel asked Jasmine if she's, worried about the age difference. Now, in the beginning, Gino was a naughty boy and told Jasmine that he was 42, which in reality, Gino is gonna be 52 in just a few days. Grizel made a good point because she said, well, how do you know he's not gonna lie about other things? Which is true, if he lied about that, hey, what else? Jasmine says that she knows he's not going to because she always asks him to send evidence.
What? You don't trust him. I trust him because he does that. I'm not joking when I asked about evidence. I have trusting issues. Let's just say one day I came to the conclusion that men, generally speaking, are cheaters.
You can be the perfect wife, have it all, but it's never going to be enough. And she's not going to let this happen to her again. So she's told Gino that he can't be nice to other women when she's around because she wants to be the center of attention. Gino has finally touched down in Panama.
It feels amazing to be together in person. I'm so excited. She's super hot, beautiful. I mean, look at her. Don't get me wrong, I knew she was beautiful, but seeing her in person, phew, are you kidding? Give me the baby talk.
Who's my little baby? Who's my gringo bonito?
Jasmine says that Gino looks handsome in person and he's perfect. She said she's gonna break him tonight, and I believe it. She ain't gonna waste any time. Gino is excited to be intimate with Jasmine, but he is a little bit of a nervous wreck. It's been a few years since he's been intimate with another woman, and that's why he's brought his blue pills with him in hopes that everything is great, because he doesn't want to let down Jasmine. They arrive at the hotel and Gino sees the lovely decorations that Jasmine did for him. They test out the bed, you know, to make sure it's comfortable, and then Jasmine says to him, well, do you want to take off your hat? He says, no, not yet. Gino so kindly brought with him a gift for Jasmine, and this gift is an electric toothbrush. Apparently, he feels like this gift is meaningful because brushing manually can be difficult. And also, he doesn't know if they have electric toothbrushes in Panama. Well, I guess it's the thought that counts. And Jasmine's like, he didn't even wrap it. I don't think she looked really impressed, but she did say thank you. Then he whips out a pregnancy test and tells her, well, you can check yourself at the end of the trip. He's always wanted children of his own, and he's ready. He feels like Jasmine is the one. Now, Jasmine thinks the idea is a little bit crazy to have children right away. And because of that, she's on birth control. But Gino does not know this. Ooh. And she's nervous to tell him the truth because she knows that he's going to be disappointed. Then Gino's cell phone goes off. Jasmine asks him to see it.
What's the password?
What's the password?
Yeah, just to unlock the screen. Give me your password.
My face.
Your face? So even if you're sleeping, if I do like this, it's gonna show up?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Did you want to see something?
Now there's a side of Jasmine that worries Gino because she can be jealous and controlling. But he's hoping, you know, as the days progress, that it's not going to be an issue. And for his sake, I hope so too. That's pretty much it with that couple. On to the last couple, Memphis and Hamza. Memphis has dropped off her children at her ex-husband's because today is the day that she's flying out to Tunisia to see and marry Hamza. She's so excited that she finally gets to kiss those juicy lips that she's been seeing. She arrives at Ingrid's place, and Ingrid is her foster sister, and Ingrid will be taking her to the airport. Now, Ingrid has been a great support system for her throughout the years, so she takes what Ingrid has to say to heart. Ingrid said she couldn't be away from her children for a long period of time, but Memphis believes that what she's doing will benefit her children in the long run because then they'll have someone that's a father figure in their lives, plus a great life. But Ingrid is not buying it. But Memphis doesn't understand why, because Ingrid has seen them interact before, and they have a great connection. Ingrid was like, stop, I have never seen you interact. And Memphis was like, well, yeah, not in person. But Memphis feels like FaceTime is enough to see somebody interacting and doing good. Ingrid disagrees, and I can see why Ingrid disagrees because FaceTime and in-person interaction are two different things.
I don't know why Memphis is choosing to get married so quickly, but Memphis tends to be very impulsive. And he really does not know who she is. Memphis is a hothead and can be very intimidating. So I am concerned that Hamza is not ready for Memphis.
Then Ingrid proceeds to ask Memphis if Hamza knows about her ex-husband. Now, Hamza does know that he is the biological father of her son, and that's all that he needs to know. He knows that they co-parent very well and knows that he's a good support system to them all. But there is something that Hamza does not know. Now, in the beginning, when Memphis and Hamza started dating, Memphis was going through a tough spot in her life. So she decided to, spend a couple days with her ex-husband. It wasn't anything sexual at all. It was just for emotional and moral support. But Hamza is a very jealous person, and if he finds out, it's going to be a problem. They're on their way to the airport, and Memphis is a little bit nervous because Hamza might not be attracted to her in person. She had an issue in the past where the intimacy just was not there physically or emotionally. They just didn't connect in the way that she had hoped. And now because of that, she was thinking maybe because the guy just was not attracted to her. This resulted in her having some self-esteem issues. So knowing that Hamza is truly attracted to her is very important. Memphis truly believes that Hamza is the man for her. It's her time to be happy. She just hopes that he says who he says he is and isn't disappointed. That's pretty much all from Memphis and Hamza. I cannot wait to see them meet in person. Now that concludes my recap. Overall, I did enjoy the episode, and I feel like it's gonna get very juicy throughout the season. Throughout the season, I'm not going to discuss all of the couples. I just want to pick out the juicy ones, so I'll be focusing on 4 out of the 7. Plus, I don't want my videos to be too long because I already know watch time is a problem. I see it in the analytics. But let me know your thoughts on the episode. I hope that you enjoyed my recap. Thanks for watching, my beautiful peeps, and I'll catch you in my next video. Bye!